Hey guys, today we're doing something a bit different. We're doing a traditional draft instead of the normal premium one on the ladder, just to see how the games change on here. Like, I really wonder how good opponents are gonna be in the best of 3 where it's not ranked. Like, in best of 1 I already got like to platinum number 1 right now, and the competition is really hard, so it would not be a bad idea if we had a bit of a easier opponents for a change. Plus, let's see how long it even lasts to go through 3 matches of that, of best of 3, and how different the drafting portion itself is. Because I think in best of 1, a lot of the good players already kind of figured out the set. At least the main good commons and uncommons in every color pair. Obviously, we all know what are the good rares that you don't need much help. For example, this Mythics, pretty bomb. Yeah, it's a 6 mana 4/4 werewolf on the front side, human werewolf on the front side. At the beginning of combat in your turn, put 2/1 counters on another target you control. And if when it flips, other permanents you control have hexproof, and at the beginning of combat you put 2 counters on every creature you control, except itself. On each creature you control. Oh, no, sorry, actually, even on itself, yeah, it's bonkers. Probably one of the best rares in the set. So we're definitely gonna try to be playing green. Notably, beside this, there's only 2 sideboard green cards. So we're not setting any green signals down the road, but otherwise, Valor Science is a really good removal in white. You should pick highly. Grizzly Ritual, not a bad removal in black. Kindly Ancestor, a good white common. Okay, Arena's being a bit laggy. Let me turn off just the sound. Maybe this will help. Okay, somebody took the rare from this pack and we got past 2 really good removal spells in black. Again, not much in green, but it could be that just the packs are like that, because I mean the person took the rares, obviously just the packs are kind of bad. We're gonna take the Hero's Downfall because it's a bit better with removal than Bleed Try. It costs 1 less, it doesn't exile the creature, which is the downside, but I think the effect itself is a little bit better still. Other than that, obviously the Bleed Try would be the second card, and then maybe the Blood Petal Celebrant, and try to go into vampires. We're taking this though and seeing where this leads us. Here again, a couple of really good cards. Weaver of Blossoms, a really good werewolf that tramps us. Wolf Strike, a good removal in green that we're probably going to be taking. Darkgraph's Scavenger, actually surprising good black common. It trades for anything because it has that touch. The fact that it exiles a card from graveyard is good against all the blue and white disturb cards. Otherwise, Circle of Confinement, also obviously a good white removal spell. But like we said, we definitely want to try to be green if possible. So we try to be heavily in green and then see what the other color is going to be for us. So in this case, I'm just going to be taking the Wolf Strike, try to cut green. Here we don't get any green. But we could be like red-green werewolves, so the fact that there's so much red here is also a good sign. I think that Reckless Impulse is a really good card. It's basically a draw 2 in red in the late game, where you get to play both of your cards. Other than that, we'll take Visionary. It's a good 3/1 that can draw your card and transform into a beater. I think Traveling Minister is probably one of the best white commons. It helps you to get better attacks in, it helps you with the life gain triggers. I'm gonna be taking the Voltaic Visionary. The Wolf is okay as a 2-drop, but you need... it's an okay 2-drop, but I don't think it's anything special. Really weak pack overall. Like a couple of mediocre white cards. The only thing that kind of stands out would be, I guess, the Ollenbach Escort for the green-white humans deck. I'm gonna take the Massive Might, cut green entirely out of the pack, try to send signals that people on our left should not go into the green, at least. A Dawnheart Disciple, it's an okay 2-drop. Plus all the werewolves are humans on the front side, so they do trigger it. In red, I'd also like the Pirate Swarm Spawn. It's a good top-end card that we kind of don't need right now, we can get it later. Bloodcry Socialize is really good in the Vampires deck. Crushing Canopy would be a nice sideboard card, but for now we do take a 2-drop, it's in our colors, we cut the color. And see where we go from there. We could take the Flourishing Hunter, and getting a couple of green cards late is a good signal that green could be open, which is exactly what we want. And we don't have the second color yet committed. I think I'm just going to take another 2-drop for now, for curve reasons, because you can always get the 6-drops pretty late in the draft when nobody wants them. For example, we can take one now if we want it. The other good card would be, I guess, Blood Fountain, a way to get back our creatures when they die. Like kind of go down, maybe the green-black really grindy deck. Doom Dissenter, but it's kind of better if you have a lot of exploit going on. Grizzly Ritual, not a bad removal. I mean, kind of replaceable removal, but it's removal still. Crushing Canopy, otherwise, for the sideboard would not be bad, but I'm taking the Grizzly Ritual right now. And if we get a Canopy later on, we're gonna put that one in the sideboard. We're gonna take Nature's Embrace. Might actually play that. It can be a buff aura for creatures, or just something to help you ramp up. Card draw spell, maybe. Really Red Traveling Minister. We could all still be green-white also. And for the heads, maybe. We're Prisoner, we don't want to play really. Okay. Okay, we're either red-green or green-black. If we are the green-black, we would want to have the Lumberknot, because it's like the green-black is the Butts deck. Wolf Strike would be a good color, that's on color. But if you want to go to red-green werewolves, I guess the Wolf Rider is a good card. As well as I really like the Ballista Charger Watcher. I'm gonna take the Wolf Rider in case we do go reds. Really not sure though in this case. I'll take that and we'll see, we kind of stay open a bit. For 2-drop, I really like the Bloodpale Celebrant. In black, the Rot-Tide Gargantua is okay. We have a couple of good green cards. I might just take the green card because we don't want to decide just yet what our second color will be, and we do know that we're green. This guy we're playing for sure, and for the rest we don't know. I am leaning toward the black more, to be honest, because we do have a bit better black cards and red cards, and it seems like black could be flowing a bit more. If we get that Lumberknot back, we can pick up like a late Phalanx probably. Desperate Farmer is okay, but I like this guy. And we'll see if the Piper is obviously a really good card. It can get us the Caretaker down. It's kind of a nice combo between the two. This guy's uncounterable, then you can just turn 4 play this guy, turn 5 slap that down. So definitely gonna be this. Arena's being super laggy for some reason. So for the Werewolf deck, the Packsong Pup is a really good card. I would love to have, if that was not in the pack, I would love to have Darkgraph Scavenger. At least one in the deck. But the Packsong Pup, if you play it on turn 2 and you have a Werewolf turn 3, it just gets out of control so fast. It's crazy. Like turn 3 it's already a 3/3 and it's a 4/4 if they don't remove it immediately. I think I'm gonna take the Evolving Wilds actually, because I do want to get some fixing. That's the way we could lose with this deck, because we have the raw power. The way we could lose is not having the consistent mana. You can get the Phalanxes really late, and right now we don't even want it because we first want the Lumberknot. I love the Weaver of Blossoms. It ramps us into our 6-drops. It's a werewolf. Other than that, the Soulblade Slinger is a really good card as well. I'll take another Dawnheart Disciple as another 2-drop. Get our 2-drops covered. We got the Lumberknot back, so we are taking that, and if we get in late, there's a Grizzly Ritual as well, but we have one already. We have a Hero's Downfall, we have a Wolf Strike, so we have some removal. And we do want this guy, and in case we get now another, late Phalanx, it's gonna be great. Like this guy is basically a 4/4 with that now. Or we could just take this because it's also 4/4 when it attacks. I'm not playing any of these cards. Like I could see replacing one of the Disciples for a Sporeback Wolf, because we have more wolf synergies with the Packsong Pup, with the Ancient Lumberknot, because it attacks as 4/4 then. We're having a pretty good curve here, and we got a Crushing Canopy on the wheel for the sideboard. We did not get any of the Phalanxes back, which is interesting, but there's still a possibility that we open one later. Here probably gonna take another premium removal spell. This guy is good in the butt stack that we're kind of doing, but there's a possibility that this guy comes back actually. Other than that, this guy, it's 3 mana 1/1. If you have a lot of humans, this is great, but we have how many humans right now? 6. Like, he's not bad, but I think maybe I just want to have a good removal spell, to be honest. Like, I don't think we're going to be really lacking in the power department. I could take a Gift of Fangs as like an early removal. I don't think we need the Desperate Farmer. This helps us kill small things off. Obviously does not help with the vampires, but I think that's okay. Another Lumberknot. I mean, this guy attacks as a 4/4 by himself. It's like a 4 mana 4/4, so I think that's a great pickup. Now we really do want one Phalanx, I would say. Like, some games will just end when we play the Caretaker obviously, but so we have quite a bit of 2-drops. We will wield one of the combat tricks probably. I think I want the Sawblade Slinger. It's a human, it helps with trigger this guy. It can fight zombies, it's just like a good curve creature. Another Weaver of Blossoms or a Wolfkin Outcast. This guy we're often going to be able to play for 4 mana, so I think this guy's better. Might even get something back like Grizzly Ritual, Weaver of Blossoms, like this is just like a 5/5. I'm gonna take this one. Now I can really start cutting stuff. I'll take another Canopy for the sideboard, since they are the best of 3 games. Third one, first Wolf maybe. Got another one, Grizzly Ritual, Scorpion. We have this, we have the removal Wolf Strike, Hero's Downfall. I think, yeah, this guy. We don't got this guy back. We just got everything we wanted. Can even play the Desperate Farmer? Probably not, but gonna need to make some cuts. Like, this guy's really good. Like, I would like pick this in the first 3 picks, I would say, of the draft. So if I knew that I was in white, for example. We have one of these, so let's take something a different one. Just to diversify in case that would be more useful. Okay, I think we have a really strong deck going on. Now just figure out the last few cuts that we need to make. We need to cut like 4 cards. Okay, this is the deck that I came up in the end. Basically, our whole game plan is trying to survive the early game, so that's why we're including a few more 2-drops and stuff like Catapult Fodder, which can be good. It can just deck as a 6/6 with a Lumberknot, or it can just help us not lose to aggro by being a really good blocker. The same reason why I included the Desperate Farmer, because he has lifelink. It should, even if it will just trade for something that has 2 toughness, it just gives us some life, it gives us some time to get our late game. I added the Fuzzlinger. Again, it trades for everything. It's a decent body. It can eat something like a wolf or whatever, something is under an enchantment if we're playing against a white deck, for example. And we cut, let's see, we cut a card draw because I don't think we need more card draw. We have enough of everything. We just need to basically not be mana screwed, so we need to draw lands on time. And I think we can overpower most of our opponents. I cut down a 4-drop, and because I think it's a really good in the sideboard, destroying an artifact or a zombie, but in case an opponent doesn't have either, it's a 4 mana 4/3, which might not be that good, and we needed to make some cuts anyway. For the same reason I cut Wolfskin Outcast, because we already have enough top end. It's, even though we can cast it for 4 mana, probably every game, because we have so many wolves and werewolves. We have enough late game. We just needed to kind of reassure our early game and be sure that we don't draw just like a hand of 5 and 6 drops that we can't cast. We cut this because I think it can help to ramp you. But I would rather play stuff that is either proactive, so adding stuff to the board, or removing creatures. This is great for the sideboard anyway. Not actually sure if this could actually be included in the main board, because it's so hard to deal with enchantments in the set normally. It could be also correct to play another Dawnheart Disciple as a 2-drop, but we have 5 2-drops already, with one being really good because he can grow. We have a 1-drop, we have some removal for the early game. So I think that's gonna be the build right now. So I also added like a 9-7 split just because we have a lot of the early plays are going to be in green, so we want to make sure that we do get all our green cards, plus we have a couple of double green cards here. The only double black that we actually need is Blitry and Hero's Downfall, so I think we can go a bit lower on that. Plus we have the Evolving Wilds, so basically we have 8 swamps and 10 forests, if you look at it like that. Deck looks good, so let's give the first game a try. Let's see how it will work. Okay, we're ready for the first game. Hopefully we're gonna have a decent hand at least. The main way I see us losing is just having a bad hand and getting stuck on mana. This hand is great. We have a 1-drop into 2-drop into a 3-drop plus a removal. We have both of our colors. So this is definitely the start that we want to have basically every game. And if our opponent is going to have a bit of a slower start, we can just basically run over them. We're going to play this before combat, so to be sure to get a trigger. Don't forget, usually it's correct to play stuff post-combat, but in this set a lot of stuff actually triggers immediately when you play, before combat, so be sure to play stuff in the first main phase. Okay. We could just attack with these two, pump this guy, but I think I would rather add to the board, so I think I will just attack with the pump because it's going to be a 3-3 now and add another creature to the board. We can attack with both, and if he does want to trade, we can always pump it, but I doubt he will trade it for a pump. If he does, okay, I don't mind not adding to the board and just killing his creature. Okay, again, trigger the pop. We can just pump this guy once and add another wolf to the board, and we're in a pretty commanding position. We just gotta curve out 1-drop, 2-drop, not even a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, just a pump, but our opponent didn't do anything yet besides play this creature, so this we can just kill with this. Our creature just deals damage. Yeah, should have tapped it a bit differently. This way we didn't have an option to activate Snarling Wolf. But yeah, okay, first one was easy enough. So our opponent is playing a green-white humans. So they're probably gonna be playing, like, if he plays this, he plays some kind of some enchantments. So I think it's correct to already put at least one Crushing Canopy in to deal with enchantments, even though we did not specifically see one just yet. Because we know that it's like 80% chance that it's gonna be effective. The question is then what to take out instead of that. Green-white is usually like humans, synergies on going white and tall basically with the counters. They don't have any flyers, but not actually sure what we should be cutting in this case, if anything even. Maybe Gift of Fangs because it kills his small dudes. Maybe a Desperate Farmer because it doesn't really trade profitably, and a lot of his stuff is just gonna enchant our stuff, not actually kill it. Let's try it like that, yeah. Again, we did not actually see any enchantments from his side yet, but he played the 2-drop that gains life when he plays enchantments, which you usually only want to include if you have them. Plus green-white is a deck that has them in general. Yeah, exactly. This is not the hand that we kind of don't want to see. If we draw any land, we can play this, and another land allows us to play this, and then we're in great position. Plus we run draw. But we need to draw at least one land to play this, and two to draw plenty of these things. I'll keep it still. We are on the draw. We have quite a few 2-drops as well. We can definitely get punished for such a keep, but hopefully not. Now he has the same kind of a start that we had the first game, which is ironic, very ironic. Well, thankfully we have the Hero's Downfall for the pop before it gets too big, which we're definitely going to need to use. I think I go just straight blocking here and making him spend his turn. He could, otherwise he can play another 2-drop. Because we kind of just want to stay ahead on the game. I think we're gonna just block and make him pump it. That way he's not adding anything else to the board. And we're gonna Hero's Downfall the pup now, I think, before he gets any kind of... like if he attempts, he could have like Adamant Will or something to give it indestructible. So I'd rather just kill it now and be sure. Plus if he gets another trigger next turn, he'll gain one more life then. Like I said before, we just want to kind of stabilize the game as much as possible. We have a really good late game, probably better than he does. So the main thing is to stay alive until then. I'll play the Mariner out because these two are better combo. Hopefully he'll not have a trick or something. That's okay. He has something for 1 mana or what? We can't attack, we just wanna add to the board a bit. Until we find a removal spell or something. You see how good of a start that is, like 1-drop into that pup 2-drop. The fact that he's attacking with this could mean that he has like an activation plus a combat trick, which could make it then like a 5/5, and I have no need to block it. If he wants to spend his turn pumping it, okay. Means that he's limiting what he's adding to the board. For next, now we have this already to block it, so I'm gonna play this. We're gonna have the massive might ups. Next turn we can just like double block it. Really wonder what he has. I'm just gonna double block. I can't see how this could go terribly wrong for us. Okay. Yeah, I thought he would have that thing. Sure. Arena is again being laggy for some reason. Now we'll just save this guy. Okay, that worked out pretty well for us. I wonder, do I just want to attack with this guy now? Like, let's say I attack. He takes 5, he goes to 18. And then I play these two guys. Actually, I can only play one because I don't have the double green. Exactly, this is like the only way that we can probably lose, I would say, unless he has also some kind of a bomb himself, by not drawing our lands and letting our opponent develop too much of a board. But so far I think we're doing okay. If we draw the 6th land, we gain 5 life with the Hunter. We have a 6/6, which is bigger than anything he has on the board. Another one of these, I think I want to... I mean, if I play another one, he triggers this guy, he attacks as a 6/6 then. I think that's what we want to do. He just gave up, okay. Interesting enough. I think that was, like, he still was at 18 life, it was far from over, but I guess he felt like he could not win that game from that position. And to be honest, he probably could not. I think we would have slowly get to our 6 lands, we would gain 6 life, have just a huge board, it would be hard to deal with. Okay, the first win down, let's go to the next one. Okay, we managed to win match number 1, let's start match number 2 versus Beowulf. Four drop, 6 drop, mana trick, 6 drop. I do think we need to mulligan this one. Was a very slow hand. I'm gonna take this out because this helps us to fix our mana. Okay, a lot of late games, so not having a fast draw from our opponent is good for us, for sure. But blue-black means that he could have a lot of removal, as well as counter spells that we need to be mindful of. We're having a super slow draw. Okay, we're gonna slow come to our 6 drops already. I guess next turn we just hard cast this guy. Well, if you won't tap any mana, then no, but in this? Yeah, we do. We'll just play the biggest creature to be the most mana efficient. This does also kill it because it just our creature deals damage to the other creature without it dealing damage back. So even though this one has that touch, this would kill it. Okay, if he has removal, he has a removal. There's nothing to be done there. Now we're just basically trying to stabilize the game. We didn't have a fast start. We just need to try to get back on board now. Hopefully he will... I mean, hopefully, I guess not hopefully. Because if he exploits it, he gets a effect from it anyway. We have a reason to kill this now. Just gonna kill this now. Oh wait, assigns combat damage only. Oops. That was my mistake, yeah. I just wasted the removal there. Should have read the card a bit better. That was not the best idea ever. I think we still attack, and if he offers a trade, we'll trade it off. Yeah, unfortunately we just threw away the removal spell there. Should have just killed it with that. I'll kill it in his upkeep. In case he has counter spell, let him at least do it in his turn. He should at least step down in his turn. But this gives something, and this can't be blocked, right? Yeah. Oh my god, we're throwing all our lands. So this makes it on this, so that's 5 damage, we go down to 3. We had okay, even if I didn't mess it up, we just had such a slow start. It was hard to do anything. We just drew a lot of lands and not much else. Another land, yeah, okay. Could not get there this game. Had a really slow start. So he's utilizing a lot of his graveyard by exploding stuff. Blue-black control. I think this could be good, killing a zombie. Because this is a zombie. This is a zombie. Zombie. Or exiling stuff from his hand so he doesn't get that trigger. Blockable stuff. I might cut actually the second one of these. Because we don't want that much late game, because he could have counterspell and it would be easy for him to counter it then. Stabilize in the early game and counter stuff. We just try to be fast. Not allowed to do a lot of exploiting. And aim for the head would be good in this case. This also fights a zombie, right? So I mean, it could be this, could be just better. I don't think Massive Might is gonna help me that much against his removal and death touchers, or the stuff that's unblockable. So let's try it like that. I hope it's saved. I didn't click. I guess not. I don't know if it saved. Hope it did. Because those two cards would be really good against him. If he's got Syncopate, it doesn't work. If he's got a Gift of Fangs, he does kill it now, but he only gets one chance to do it. For this, we do want to draw our swamp immediately. Didn't get one. Interesting. He's gonna explode it with that, get a serpent, get a zombie also. Okay, now we're not gonna make the same mistake as before. So this can first become a 4/4 and then we kill it. If I attack with all of them, let's say he double blocks this guy. This eats this guy. Let's go to combat first, get this trigger. Like this pup is gonna grow large enough by itself anyway. I'm not gonna attack into this. We do need to draw our second swamp. We have 6 in the deck, so. Yeah, it would be great if we had the 2 sideboard cards that we wanted to have. Now he could have just a counter spell, so don't even want to attack into that. I mean, don't want to play into that, even though it would be a great attack. We can use this at the end of his turn if he doesn't do anything. Okay. Like now we're gonna try it. If he has a counter spell, he taps out and we untap with another one. Another removal. He could have that mind leech zombie that makes us exile one card from our hand. In that case, I don't want to play this yet. If he has it go for the heads, he will get us both anyway. I think we just save the removal attack with all. Like he doesn't have a good block again. Obviously, if the removal resolves, he's just dead. He doesn't have anything, but we don't need to do that. We can keep the pressure on with what we have on board anyway. Okay, did we see anything new from his deck? Not really. I think maybe this. I don't know if I saw this the last game, but it was kind of expected that he had it. So, like we said, this goes in, this goes out. Like a lot of stuff is like two toughness, so like maybe this is just like a win more card that we don't really need. He's not an aggressive deck, so that's mostly good aggressive decks. Maybe we should just play it like that. How many humans do we have? Are those wolves just better? We have 9. Well, all the werewolves are humans on the front side, so I see. Like I was thinking, like if I should add another this or not, but I guess the split is okay the way it is now. Should I just play something like that instead of this guy, just to have more different bodies on the field? Definitely could be right. But still, it's a 4 mana 5/4 in our deck, so I think that's good enough to keep it. If we have a decent draw, I think we have a really good chances of winning this game. Well, we got our bump in the opening hand. We got this guy. We got this to remove something. We just need to draw lands, and we're good. Well, that we're certainly drawing plenty of. Even if this manages to flip, we can put this on it, and it's like a 2/2. That's not that scary. I'm not gonna put it on now, obviously. Since it's a death toucher, I would prefer to play this guy because next turn we can use the Wolf Strike plus the Gift of Fangs to kill the board off. If he just adds another creature. This guy is great because it can be countered. And we can put this in the board next turn. But it has to survive. Like he could just kill it with that Fang. What does he have for 1 black instant speed? That he is getting priority for. Guess he's gotta remove. Okay, that's okay. Just tapping it down, it's fine with me. I'm gonna kill this off now. He could have also the Hero's Downfall, I guess. In case he has a removal, they're both bad, but this at least he can't counter. And this we can activate next turn to put the Caretaker in the field and play Wolf Strike. If he has the Hero's Downfall, it's bad regardless. Yeah, we activate. Put this in case he has a removal. Yeah, couldn't deal with that. A rare into a mythic rare can usually win the game. And we would now it's gonna go to the beginning of combat. We're gonna get the 6/6 werewolf there. He would lose the serpent. We're gonna take over the game from there. Great, we won second game as well. We just in the second game we just dropped the the third game we just dropped the Caretaker down. Opponent scooped immediately. Couldn't beat that thing. But which is understandable. I would have probably done the same thing in his place. Like he had no way of interacting with it. Even he had a removal spell in hand, he could not kill it. If he had a counter spell, he could not counter it because he put it into play with a Piper, which was also uncounterable. So it was a really hard position for our opponent. Let's see what our last match will be like. We were also lucky that we got to be on the play all 3 matches, which is definitely helpful for us. Our first play is turn 4, but it's a really good one. And we could still draw like a wolf, and then we played this on, I guess on turn 4 as well. I guess they're all kind of 4 drops. But they're all really good cards, so as long as we avoid a fast start from like a red-white aggro deck, we're gonna be good, I think. Of course, it would be nice to draw like a 2 or 3 drop already. I would have loved to play this and then next turn play this guy, but black-white often has some removal, so I would prefer to wait, I think. Just in case that you're just sitting on a removal in hand. Yeah, exactly. If you played out the Piper, it would just die to the that thing immediately. Now the question is, so next turn we're gonna have 6 mana, right? So we can play activate this and send something for 4. So I'm gonna play out the Piper this turn. Like he had, almost surely he had one removal spell in hand already because it's a black-white deck, they have a lot of it. But it's a possibility that he doesn't have a second one. At least not immediately in hand, and it seems like he does not. Which is great for us then. I think we just play out more creatures this turn. I was thinking about using the Wolf Strike to kill the Shield Basher, but we can take a hit from that thing. He can only give it indestructible on when it's attacking. So like now we can just kind of want to just pass to flip both of them. And then do it in his upkeep. Ah, and we got a trigger from the Howler. Nice. Put it into our hand, right? And now I would prefer to kill it. Now if he tries to play his 2 spells, we flip it back. It means that we again get this to trigger. Okay. So if this dies, we draw a card, and we draw a card from this as well. 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 10 mana with this. I think I just play both of them, right? Well, this one has 6/4. Play the lands. Yeah, play all of my things. Flip back. What are we gonna do this turn? Attack with a 6/6 and a 4/4. The 4/4 trades for, well, one of these two. If we attack with a 6/6, he blocks again with those two and this thing and kill both of them. I could also just let it flip again into knight and see what we get from the Piper. And just run more gas. Now if we trade anything off, it withdraws as a card. This can be jump blocked. This as well. I guess he's gonna try to get everything on that guy. Give it that thing double strike and lifelink. But we have like quite a few removal spells. We have a Bleed Rag, Grizzly, Ritual, Hero's Downfall, Gift of Fangs, all those things are gonna help us. None of this increase its power, toughness, thankfully. On that finger. We're definitely gonna need to draw something useful. We have a lot of removal spells that are going to be helpful. We do just need to draw them all. I think this thing is going to win us the game just nicely next turn. This puts it back in random order, so we don't see how well the deck was stacked, but if he doesn't play 2 spells this turn, which is quite likely that one of the cards in his hand is a land, we just play the Aberber Caretaker on the Werewolf side, which means that beginning of combat, all of our creatures can get +2/+1/+1 counters. And in that case, we just attack with all of them and probably just kill him, even though he'll gain 4 now. Or he'll need to block with everything, and then next turn he's dead. Because he won't be able to raise that much damage. Now we'll play out this thing. We could make it day. I don't think it actually matters. Now he blocks 2 guys, right? He blocks this, and he takes 6. And this is gonna be another 6. So 12, 14, 14, 15, 16. He goes to 4. So not just that yet. But it hits lethal anyway next turn. So might as well play another creature out. He needs to jump block the biggest 2. And he still takes 12, 16. So he goes to 6. Now this poor vampire, poor bat with lifelink and double strike will not be able to raise us, even though it's a good combo, and we definitely want to use all of our crashing canopies in this matchup. Definitely the crashing canopies should come inside because it kills creatures with flying and destroys enchantments. Witch's Web could also be useful instead of instead of Massive Might probably. So we need to make 2 cuts. I think we can cut. This only finds a werewolf or a creature. I still think they're not that aggressive, so we can cut this and this. We still have 15 creatures. We have still some early game. We have some really good combat tricks. Can deal with flyers and. Surprisingly, this can target enchantments and destroy creatures with flying. Now we have 1 removal, something to revive something. Otherwise, nothing. We didn't see anything that amazing from there. So I think we have a much better late game. We need to avoid tricks like this when he gives something double strike that flies, or like a double strike on this guy, making it indestructible every turn and giving it double strike. I think we have plenty of removal. We have like 1 removal, kind of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we just kill off his stuff 8 before he's able to play enchantments, like anything, can't put it on anything relevant, I think we should be good. I think we should be good like this. Let's try it. Good start. Opponent mulliganed as well. We have our Crushing Canopy in case he has some problematic enchantment. We have both of our colors. Get our swamp. Since we're gonna play this turn 3, it's a human on the front side, I'm gonna play this because then it can attack for 3, while the wolf can only attack for 2. And the wolves are better if they're really aggressive, or if we have that lumbering black green gold card because it attacks for 4. Got both of our canopies. Okay, well, we're ready on that front. That's good. I don't think we just played this and attack with a 3-3. Next turn we have then, even if we don't draw land, we have 4 mana, so we can play the Piper. Or we could have the Hero's Downfall if needed. I'm gonna just... I mean, it's a free block, but we kind of wonder... they could have like the Piercing Light and stuff. We did not see any of it first game, but it's... like, it's a free attack for them. But I kind of don't want to use my Weaver of Blossoms. So rather not block. I'm ready to give him 2 life. Like, it's not gonna be probably the deciding this 2 lives if we prevent it or not. We just need to be careful that we don't get blown out by Sething. I think now I'm actually just gonna not play that. Actually gonna play the Wolf. Like, if I don't play anything, he turns into a 3/4, which blocks everything by itself, which is great. But I do want to add to the board a bit more. And it still taps itself, so we can surprise him with a combo trick, like multi-block, and then if he tries to pump his creature or something, we use the Witch's Web. There's no card that gives a creature death touch at instant speed in the format, like a Braidbrand, so it's hard to really get blown out in multi-blocking unless you're blocking with multiple small creatures and they have a removal spell to kill one of them. Then of course he hits all of them, but in this kind of situation we could only really get blown out by something that gives death touch. Like even instant speed removal, if I block with all of them, it's not gonna be that bad. And I think we're just gonna kill this thing. If we kill this, we just give him the enchantment. Or actually, like, this way he eats this thing and we kinda need to. I'm gonna use this on this, these two on this, and on whichever he uses the combo trick, that one, the one we're gonna pump. Like, Doubt he has 2 things, so he will choose one of the 2 creatures to buff. Then we use the Witch's Web. Okay, worked out pretty well. This gives +2/+0 and just +2/+0 if it gets additional +0 per 2 and first strike if you have both things. And this does not deal with enchantments. I think we just actually attack with both of them. Play the Piper out. Now we can play any werewolf that we draw, even if we don't have the mana for it. The pop is great. And we still have the mana for the Hero's Downfall. We know that he has this. So I'll just wait if he tries to put this on it. If he tries to put the enchantment on it, we're gonna Hero's Downfall it. The Shield Basher, I mean. And this is just a useless enchantment, useless art equipment. It's 2 mana to play, 2 mana to equip to give something +2/+0, unless you have exactly both pieces together, which you often will not have. It's a 5/3, okay. Sure. Like, I'd rather kill this thing now because it can give it indestructible, plus we got rid of the enchantment. That gives something lifelink. No, I'm okay just to sit on the pup and make it grow. Plus now we flip this. Draw another card. We could kill this, then we have an attack with these two guys. The pup, I guess. Yeah, that's good enough. I guess not with this guy, because this guy already just... we had to tap him for double black. But the way it looks like, it seems we drew all the right cards. And to be honest, our deck is really strong. So he did not have much of a chance. Anyway guys, if you like what you saw, be sure to leave me a like, it really helps the channel grow. If you want to see more of this kind of content, subscribe so you don't miss the future videos like that. Also stay around because we're going to do the pack opening. Let's see what our prizes are going to be. We already know we opened the best card in the set, but we got 6 boosters and we got enough gems for 2 more drafts, so that's how you go infinite on Arena. Basically you just open incredible rares and they take you to the win easily. Let's see what else we got. Like, I already crafted all the commons and uncommons. Ooh, first all House of Horrors. Nice. Like I said, I already crafted all the commons and uncommons before I started the set. Started drafting. That way you really fill up the vault super fast. Look, I already have it at 166% after like a few drafts. Ooh, this can be constructed playable. Like, some of the pros are saying that this is like really great for like the black decks on standard now. We're gonna see if that will be true. I would love to play the Dominating Vampire once in draft. I haven't seen it played against me or play it myself. This is also probably a really good card for like a mono white deck. Like, maybe it doesn't train itself that well, but removing counters from creatures, destroying artifacts or enchantments, obviously hate for the Seeker Chariot would be great. I don't know if there's any really good enchantments being played right now. The best, guys, this is the best rare in the set, we all know it, the best rare in the whole arena. Exactly what we all need, we never have enough of it. Let's see. Wow, okay, that were some really good packs. Wow, Fatebound Judge, nice. I also haven't seen this guy yet, but wow, going out with a bang. You have been judged. Anyway guys, thank you for watching and I wish you a nice day. Bye.